Figured I'd come out and work on the Sprint today, and I make a mistake. Figured, well, I just need to fix the exhaust, maybe put the kicker back on. I went up and I moved these around a little bit, and then I went upstairs to make a sandwich. And then I came downstairs, and this was just leaking all over the place. So now I have what's probably 20-year-old turpentine that just dumped all over my bench. And now I have to deal with this ecological disaster before I can move forward. But the good news is I'm finally getting back to work on this bike. It's like right on point with the video. There you go. It's a nail polish remover, turpentine, whatever you want to call it.
Oh yeah.
Now, what a mess that made. Alright. Well, I'll clean up that mess and then I'll continue what I wanted to do. But I guess I can get to the carburetor now and the air filter. I'm probably going to have to take the carburetor off to check the float. You know, after 20 years, that thing is probably rock solid. So today what I want to try to do is get this kicker replaced. And I was able to find what is a genuine part, probably new old stock in the screw. From what I read, this is a typical problem on this bike where this will strip out. I remember probably 25 years ago seeing this sitting in my uncle's shed, and that's what he told me. He said that there was a repair done, which you can see here, and that this is stripped out. The other thing we're going to do is reconnect. I thought this was broken, but it looks like it just came loose. But otherwise, other than surface rust, everything is in good shape. Once we get done with that, I do have the battery on charge. We'll pop that in there and see if we have some spark. Then we'll go through the carburetor. And that tank, which is full of turpentine, now sitting over here, we're going to have to go through that as well. One thing at a time. Let's start with the kicker. Okay, so this is a common problem from what I'm reading, because I don't know anything about this type of bike. I did buy a service manual, but this apparently is easily strips. Alright. I can pop that off of there to do this, right?
Yeah, that's what I gave it to.
Need a better hammer. Maybe a metal hammer. Yeah, that's not doing anything. Is there there's another giant flathead screwdriver over there?
Over here?
Yeah, in one of those drawers. Third drawer down, I think. The fourth drawer down.
Like giant?
Yeah, that might be giant enough.
Try going in like straight ahead. Like this direction.
What do you think that might work out?
Well, you won't bottom out on the shaft.
Yeah, that's true. Alright, let me get out of the way so I can hit that. See, I knew there's a reason we had a mechanic stop by today. Alright. Now see, if I took that to a shop, we'd sit there for 3 months, and they would charge me $150 to do that. Okay. Now you see what a mess this thing is.
It's not the worst spline I've ever seen.
It's really dirty. Now, I can, this does look pretty stripped out. So, according to what I read, what typically strips out is the clamp itself.
Yeah.
This part, because they say it's softer metal apparently. I don't know, but that's what I read.
Well, yeah, that looks like it's probably like aluminum or something like that. How easy that spread.
So I can get this part. It's literally just a little fan. Well, goes this way with gears on it, and you know, it spins up and spins the engine.
Mm-hmm.
But put this on there.
Oh, cool.
And see, these splines are a lot better shaped, so they might actually help mate better. Right, I'll pull that out.
Already it looks like it's a bit better.
Here's a problem.
Can't get it to pull out far enough where the bolt actually slides into the...
So what I might need to do, I could probably stick something in here just to kind of grab it and pull it back. Like a really small screwdriver.
How far off are you?
Too big. I can't grab. It won't grab. I might be able to grab it.
Well,
I wonder if there's a way
is
to
the
hold
inside of that shaft actually threaded, like where that hole is?
it. Yeah. See, it's got splines there.
Oh, no,
This
I mean,
internal
like,
piece is going to have to be replaced.
like inside that hole. Is
Oh,
that
I don't know.
threaded?
I don't know. I do not know. We'll have to find some bolts to stick in there. All right. Well, let's see.
See if maybe we can get it just so you can try and turn it over before we...
Well, this has to go on kind of like as one unit. Like so. And the bolt comes up from underneath. No, that's not right. Hold on a minute. I probably should go get the book, right? Because I'll bet...
What do you need instructions for?
Yeah, that's this. Here we go. So this goes this way. Right, man. A real man tries to figure it out. Losers go back to the manual.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, you want to see if you can pull that out now? I bet you can't. So I'll tell you what, because I'm going to take this apart anyway, because this is not going to work, but I do want to try to see if I can start it. I'm going to go ahead and just cinch this down and we'll go from there, see what happens.
Okay.
I mean, worst case, it just doesn't work.
Yeah.
I know. I probably should look at the manual on this, because that doesn't look right. Because I'm guessing it's probably going to be up, and then it goes down.
Was that actually... Are you in neutral?
I don't know.
Do you know?
The shifter's on that side.
That's fucking weird. Still one up. I mean, one...
One down, three up.
Yeah, one down, three up.
What's the definition of happiness?
If I shift, yeah, right. If I shift this while you're doing that, that's not gonna fuck with you, right?
Probably not. I'm pretty sure that has to be up, because then when you get on it, it goes down, and you can pop that right there. You know what? Let me go get the manual.
Come on.
You know, anytime you go on these websites and you go, hey guys, I just got this bike, and I bought a manual for it and a parts book, and I turned to page 10 and I don't understand it. 9 out of 10 comments will be go buy a manual. They don't read. So they don't read the comments. All right, so let's look for transmission. 4A. Would that be on? I guess it would be on transmission, right?
Those are like starting generator.
You know what? We'll just flip through the book until we see what we're looking for.
That'll do.
Oh wait. There's a picture. Okay, so the picture shows it like that. Right? So the picture shows it. Yeah, just like that with the bolt coming from top to bottom. Only this is more like that. Well, it doesn't.
A little too far.
Yeah. You know, it's one of those things where, like, if you're off by one spline, like, the whole bike won't start, I'm sure. Well, you know what? That's what I'm going to go with. Because that's what I got. All right, we're at the right height. So the question is, will this... Nah, it's just stripping. Yeah, that whole piece needs to come out.
Fuck yeah.
So, we go to the old trusty parts book here. Let's see.
American Hammer?
Yeah.
Made in America.
That's cool. Probably not, but you know.
I had the page here before. What did I do with it? Okay, so
Broken.
this is what we need, the number 24. 24 and 25 right there. And that's called a gear starter crank. Very highly descriptive.
Many tweezers.
And to install that, I'll have to take this off. And which means the clutch has to come apart. It's a very... Oh, okay. So that doesn't look too difficult. I can slip out of there. I could probably leave this connected. All right. Well, you know what? That's good to know. Let's take this off. All right. Let's loosen the clutch so I can disconnect this. There's also a wire. Will that just slide out? Okay. 7/16. Two of them.
We got one.
Surprised this isn't metric.
And yeah, because it's Italian, isn't it?
Yeah. You can tell because hair under the chest here. Alright, so loosen that. Gonna have to adjust it anyway. Yeah, no.
I mean, valiant effort.
You never know. You can save half a second. It's worth it.
Yeah, but that thing's like you can see the crustiness of the threads from here. I mean, I'm sorry, you can see the patina of the threads from here.
Yes, patina. Yeah, I like that that's like a style now. Like, I mean, not now, but it's been a style. It's like, yeah, I'm looking for this part, that part. And the guy's like, he goes, but it's for a patina bike. And you're like, oh, hold on, let me go grab my in the backyard in the garbage den.
I just left my bike outside for 20 years. And all of a sudden it's in style.
Okay, that should be able to slip out of there easily, but it's not doing it.
I keep forgetting you can't see from this side.
Yeah, I gotta screw this in further. Really? The Italians. Jeez.
Don't you gotta pull this off anyway?
I was gonna avoid taking that off.
Oh, just leave it attached?
I just want to try to do the least amount possible. Because here's the thing. I know me. Once I start taking apart all these little parts, then I'm going to start cleaning them. And then I'm going to put, that looks horrible. And then I'm going to have to take the whole freaking bike apart and clean it. And that's not what I wanted to do.
Right.
What I wanted to do was get the thing to run and say, look, this thing is a survivor. And it's clean and has all the, I would assume, original parts. Because not that I would know. But from what I can tell, it doesn't look like this bike had a lot of work done to it over the years. I don't know if my uncle was the first owner or not. Okay, look at it. I've got the key. How cool is that? So, if he was, I don't think he did any work to it. I don't think the previous owner did. If he wasn't, somebody did work to it. Because I don't think Harley used flathead machine screws. Or maybe they were, who knows, maybe they did. It was like Friday afternoon, you come back drunk from lunch, and you're like, where are the screws? I don't know, I'm not looking for them.
Fuck it.
Trying to explain that to one guy on one of my friends. He's like, yeah, these people, what do they all on drugs, and do you want people on drugs making your things? I was like,
what?
I go, do you know like how they did that back in the 60s? They said they would take lunch and get completely wasted and come back completely drunk from lunch every day. And on Fridays, forget it. And he goes, so I go, so when you're looking for these bikes, like the real hardcore people will see, well, what day was it made on? Because certain days is going to be lower quality because they were out getting drunk.
I mean, that's a pretty good point.
Yeah, he's like, and you accept that? I was like, what am I going to do about it?
What can you do about it?
I wonder what the negative 3 pound torque spec on this. Is that what it is?
Negative 3 pounds.
Yeah, you got to leave at least 2 threads showing. Very low torque, you don't want to break the case.
And then 180 degrees back out. Yeah.
I think I actually have a set of these. I bought them.
Yeah, you've got a box of them somewhere.
That looks like quarter 20s, but quarter 24. Come on. Let's see. All right, I need one of those things that you go around the back of your glasses. Actually, what I need to do is go get my eyes checked because I can't see.
Are those held together with freaking electrical tape?
No, it's heat shrink.
You heat shrink your glasses back together.
You don't understand. I have at least 8 pairs of reading glasses, and this is the only pair that I can actually read with. So I'm like, I give up. I ordered them online. I went to the store, and I finally was like, you know what? I'm just going to use heat shrink, and that'll hold it together. And I had to cut a little piece so you can bend it,
Why don't you just solder them back together? Have that one arm just out permanently.
It totally broke. So I figured next time we go to New Jersey, I'll have to stop at the pharmacy where I bought them.
Try and I'll turn.
Yeah.
Did that come out?
Hey, all right. Oh, look at that. Didn't even dump a bunch of oil. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad
There's
thing yet.
no oil.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing yet because I haven't read the book yet. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that fix right there.
Well,
I don't know if the camera can see it.
A beautiful fix.
There's your kicker assembly. And it was moving on that. Okay, so that moving this way should turn the engine. I wonder if that's seized up.
Oh, so is that the problem? You're just turning it the wrong direction?
No, because as you're pushing down, it's going to go like this, and so it's going to spin it this way.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
See the latch? See, it's a ratchet. That's when you're going, push,
No, I get it now. That was just like totally idiotic on my part.
So that is not moving. I gotta lift the bike to do that to see if it actually moves. Here, you know what? Let's hopefully I'll be able to see this. All right, you're high enough off the ground.
Cool.
All right, so now let's put this up where I can see it. See if I can zoom. I think you can't really like real-time zoom with this unless you have your connected to the phone and all that, and I don't have it. So. Is that in neutral? Can you check? Oh. Yeah, that's neutral. So this seems like it's completely seized up.
Well, that's good.
Put it in gear, like fourth gear. Go all the way up. If we get the highest gear possible. Hold on a second. Is that as high as it goes?
It won't let me shift up anymore.
All right. Wow, that's not moving at all.
Seized up?
Yeah, that's not moving at all. I could put, a screwdriver there and wail on it with a hammer.
Sounds like
It sounds like a really bad idea. Where's my screwdriver?
I wouldn't use a rubber mallet. You bounce off and hit yourself in the face or something. I'm speaking from experience.
I know. I get it. I just want to see if if it can be prodded to move, but it doesn't look like it. All right. So it's shifting. The back wheel turns. We know that in neutral, something is turning. Right? Let's see. We got half a click into neutral. So that means that whatever gear that's sitting on there is actually turning. But once you're in gear, now of course the other unknown is whether or not the engine is seized. I don't think it is.
Well, that's what I was thinking.
So let me pop the. You want to grab me? There should be a. What do you call it? Spark plug thingy in there. That's a technical term. Yeah, that's the right size.
This is only one piston?
Yeah. Oh my goodness. All right, you know what?
Yeah, spray that.
That's barely moving, so so here's the thing. What I could possibly do is spray some mystery oil in there and let it soak. Because if anything, what probably happened was this is probably just kind of rusted in there. You know what I mean?
I mean,
I'm just thinking out loud because where's the oil? So all that oil sitting there in that draining out over the years to who knows where, I guess down in here. Here's your oil return.
Yeah. That's a really poor design.
It's actually quite common. You see these bikes, single.
Yeah, but still.
I wonder if we ran with it and jumped it into gear, if it would break it free.
Well, it's worth a shot.
It's like pushing you run. Crack.
Yeah, you fucking hit it. You can just go over the handlebars. It didn't work.
Didn't work. Call the ambulance. All right, let's see.
Man down.
Man down. All right, I didn't give it enough time, so I want to go ahead and yank on it. You ever see that guy on the Vice Grip Garage?
Yeah. Is that the dude that goes out and like...
Yeah. He's like, oh, that's not good. Oh, well, we'll just keep going.
Try turning, go back and forth.
Yeah. I mean, it's turning, but like very, very slowly. Like it should have broken free, but it's kind of...
Yeah, you probably just got all kinds of carbon buildup and shit like that in there too. Honestly, the best thing for that is an impact gun. I know it sounds counterintuitive. No, but seriously, like, if you ever want to keep it from snapping the spark plug off in the freaking thread,
Yeah.
impact guns are great.
Well, you know what? Let me get a little bit loose.
I don't know if your hammer gun counts.
We'll spray that. Hopefully that'll get down into the threads. Well, I mean, that's progress. We found a seized engine, possibly. I could also take the carburetor off and dump oil down in there.
That's one way to do it.
Pull the heads off. I don't have gaskets.
Well, yeah, plus, I mean, if the piston's seized in there and you got to pull the head off, it's just going to be you pulling a bunch of bolts out to do nothing.
If it's seized, so I've seen people do, is they'll modify spark plug and they'll put a, like an oil fitting on it.
Okay.
And then you get just pump oil into it, you know, the hydraulic oil.
Okay.
Regular, you know, because it's not compressible. Put that in there, you just keep doing it, and eventually it builds so much pressure it just pushes it out.
Huh.
Yeah, I've never tried it, but I've heard about it. I've heard like old timers talking about it. Okay, made a little bit of progress on the Sprint here, 1972, I think it was, or 73. Attempted to put the kicker assembly back on, but it is stripped out, and this whole piece here is going to need to be replaced. This here, and as you can see, those splines are really done. So I pulled this off. I noticed that, of course, this is not moving at all. This needs to be, so that ratchets this way, it's supposed to grab. But this way, that should move the engine and the piston. It's not doing that. We do have movement in the wheels because we have transmission. We know something's moving there. I did hook up the exhaust. It was disconnected. But other than that, you know, it looks like it's in fine shape. And so what I'm doing here is I sprayed the spark plug here, because that spark plug, it feels like it's dripping as I'm taking it out. So I'm going to be very careful with that. Once I get that spark plug out, well, it's just a matter of maybe pouring some oil in there, because I think maybe that piston is kind of frozen. It's either that or the transmission, but I don't think it's a transmission because I'm able to shift through all the gears. And this kicker assembly really is going to move that piston for starting it. That might even, you know, I haven't talked to my uncle because he hasn't given me a whole lot of history on this. It's been sitting in that shed for, well, 30 years maybe. It's got a 1991 tag on it. And hopefully I will be able to get this running again soon. I'm going ahead and take the tank off. I think it's just full of turpentine at this point. And I did not plan on doing that today, but I ended up messing with the petcock, which I shouldn't have touched. And I went upstairs, and then I came down a few minutes later and was finding that it was dripping all over the place. So we went ahead and pulled that tank off and put it outside. Because it doesn't smell very good. Anywho, so I'm going to have to order this part and see if I can get the piston to move. If I can get the piston to move, great. If not, you know, then we're into a much bigger job. But I don't think it's frozen in there. I don't think it's seized. I think it's just years of sitting. It's probably corroded a little bit. And it's got some, you know, some crud keeping it. Okay, so it seems like we have a seizure here, which is probably why that I'm not going to say that's why it stripped out, because this thing's been sitting for 20 years minimum, probably more. You know what? What's the date say here? There you go. July 1991. So that's probably the last time it was on the road. Was around the time that was being built and shipped out.
Yep.
Otherwise, I mean, you know, it looks typical for a bike that's been sitting in a shed for that long. You got your typical dry rot here. Here, you want to take this and measure it?
Yeah.
Because this is like another piece of unobtainium. It doesn't look that important. It's just the feed for the airbox. What else? Our spark plug is stuck in here, so we're going to let that sit for a while with the penetrating fluid, so we don't strip out the heads. That would be a major disaster. We know the transmission's shifting, and we know that the wheels turn, and we know that the transmission's turning inside, but not this. This is the kicker assembly. This should be pushing the piston, and it's not pushing the piston, which is why I think the piston is frozen. Not a big deal. We'll figure it out. It looks like this piston's stuck, so we're going to go ahead and take this carburetor off. Pour some oil down into the piston there and let it soak. I sprayed some blaster fluid in there. Looks like it moved a tiny bit, but we're going to let it soak overnight. All right.
Now that we found the 10 mil.
Found the 10 millimeter. How long did it take us to find the 10 millimeter?
Longer than it's going to take for me to take the carburetor off.
It's like, you know, how you price these jobs out? Well, it's 5 minutes to do the job and 3.5 hours to find the tool to do the job.
Yep.
So we're going to charge it for 4 hours. I need to make some money. See now, careful, this might be plastic. I don't know. It's an interesting looking carb.
The carburetor plastic?
No, I was going to say it's not a Honda. There's a. Oh, I see what you're doing.
I might be able to get to that one.
There's a place that I see that I don't know where it is.
Oh, you mean the back of the basement?
You want to just take these out?
Over there.
Yeah, but I
The whole
can't.
unit come up. Oh, you can't fit it.
I can't get onto this one.
Oh.
Well, I don't think I'm gonna be able to get onto that one.
Might have to wallop it with the mallet.
Yeah.
But I'm still surviving.
It's not moving. Should we read the manual? Oh no. Before we look at the manual, we should go online and ask people on the internet.
No, just hit it with a hammer.
Does it say you can't fix it with a hammer? It can't be fixed. Look at that.
You're an offer of that set of the show.
You know what? You're up against this. You have to remove the airbox.
Oh, son of a bitch. Of course you do.
See? It looks like those might be two 10 millimeters under here.
Yay!
10?
Maybe. Half inch?
11 or 12, maybe a half inch. You got all your wires in here.
Yeah.
Oh!
And the next drawer down too. I mean, that airbox can probably use a new air filter. What do you think?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
I don't see any bugs in that one though. That's probably still good.
There we go, 7/16.
Oh, it's one of those bikes.
Where you got 10 mil in. Yeah, because the 3/8 didn't fit on that one.
Is that a metric or standard? Well, yeah, sure.
Yes. All of the above.
I'm not trying to drop that.
It's okay. Just don't fall off the stool again.
I'm just looking at tools. Big sizes and little sizes.
I wonder if I can get away with not rebuilding the carburetor.
I mean, if the piston's seized because it's been sitting for so long. I'm not sure
This is a big screwdriver.
how you'll fare with that one.
That's a wrench.
Well, it's pretty big. And I'll find the
Have I
smallest.
taught you nothing?
Here.
This is the smallest one compared to the smallest one.
All right. Now you can tap that out. Let it come out. Do you have any other connections onto that carburetor?
No, just fuel line.
Is
If
this
you
a
click
That
thing?
her,
already.
What's this?
That's called a feeler gauge for measuring really skinny things.
Well, it's so cool.
Hey, there we go. Okay. So, oh, interesting. What do you say? Twist that throttle. Yeah, it's moving. I mean, you can hear it moving, which you shouldn't be able to hear it moving, which means it's grinding, but that's okay.
I think that was inside the cable though.
What is this?
That and the handlebars.
I'll be like that guy on there. This is horrible, but okay, we'll run it anyway. What's that?
This.
That's called a petcock. That's for feeding fuel from the gas tank down into the engine. It's a valve. There'll be a test on that later.
Yep.
Quiz, pop quiz. Yeah, pop quiz. Look at all of that crud down in there.
Oh,
What a mess.
that would be a hard fix thing.
Yeah. So how do you think if we pour oil in there, it'll be able to get past the valve?
Well, we'll find out. If it gets past the valve and that valve is closed, then that valve is no good. And that's the problem.
Yeah.
If that valve is no good,
What are you guys doing? What's that doing?
I'm spraying WD-40 down into the valve to see if it's going to hold back gasoline. Well, I guess we'll let that sit. Where's the, so the head's here, the piston's going to come up to about here, right? So the piston's in here.
Yeah.
So we could take this entire head off if need be, but I don't want to do that. Like I said, I'm trying not to take things apart because once I start taking them apart, I start cleaning them and then we're into a
We're
rescope
gonna get all
or a
kinds of
refurb.
stuff.
Well, move the stool. You just that thing in between your ears. Man, it looked like there was an earthquake.
See if you can slam that tire back and forth as hard as you can.
I'll pick it up.
Is that my laptop?
No.
See, the gear's moving a little. Yeah, I think it'll eventually come free. I just need to let it soak for, because it is moving a tiny bit. I'll spray some blaster in there. We have WD-40 up in the valve.
Everything's lubricated.
You know, I'll come back tomorrow and I'll see if this thing will break free. I think we found the reason why the cylinder won't move, or why the piston's stuck. You know what? I'll bet if I pour some rust remover down in there, that'll clean that right up. It's been a while since I've, touched this bike. Mostly because this is completely seized up. What I intend to do today, I think, is try to take the cylinder off, take the head off, and see if I can get it apart. If I can, maybe I'll continue moving forward with it and see what I can do using these parts. Maybe I need to send them out and get them refurbished. I don't know. Maybe I can find something online. These bikes are not exactly, you know, a gold mine. They're really cool. I do want to get this running because I want to ride it around the yard, and you know, a little 350. I mean, it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. You know, maybe my kids could jump on it. My daughter would have some fun on it around the yard. But you know, fully restored, this bike maybe a couple $1,000s. I saw one online the other day that would look like it was in original condition for $900. It didn't have a title. I would imagine if it had a title, it'd probably be worth about $1,000, and even that's probably a little high. So for the sake of saving money, I'm probably not going to do much. But let's just take this head off, take the cylinder off. We'll see what we're working with. I mean, who knows? Maybe it's not so bad. I mean, it looks pretty bad, but let's take it apart and see.